I've got the longest magazine that they normally make for this gun, a 30-round magazine, just to show you how ugly it makes the gun. It's a military gun. It's not made for pretty. But the cartridge it shoots, which the Louisville Courier said the other day would blow a deer to smithereens, this is the little cartridge we're talking about. Now, that's no plaything. This is a powerful cartridge, but we're talking relative here. And let's see what this one will do, and then we'll show you what these other guns will do. Now we'll take a look at see what the 7.62 39 will do in the on a watermelon. No question, that's pretty nasty. I certainly wouldn't want to be hit with it, but let's take a look and see what some of these other guns will do. We haven't tried this before, but we want to see what this will do. This is the Model 100 in .243 Winchester. It's the kind of load that I shot my first deer with. You see what I meant? There's no comparison to the relative power of this cartridge, the Model 100 in .243 Winchester, and the AK-47 in standard 7.6239 military full patch jacketed ammunition. Here's a gun that almost everyone has seen or at least heard about or read about. This is a Model 1894 Winchester 30-30. It's a cartridge that is about 20% more powerful than the AK-47 round 7.6239. Again, here's a deer cartridge, the most popular one in the country. We'll see what it does. Now, part of the difference is the bullet. These are hunting bullets, soft point hunting bullets, as opposed to full patch military style. But military style bullets were what were used by Patrick Purdy and used by Joseph Westbecker in Louisville. We heard how terribly powerful the gun was. You just saw that this most popular deer cartridge in the country is far more deadly. By today's standards, the Model 94 Winchester is about the low end of the big game rifle power scale. It's about 20% more than that 7.62 39. But you're right, it doesn't have a big long extension magazine. What it has is this little narrow tube, and it carries its extra ammunition here. Bear in mind, this is a 95-year-old style. This particular gun's not quite that old. I'll show you what it will do, although I'm not an expert with the lever action like old Chuck Connors is. Folks, that's a mighty potent weapon. The key is not the gun. The key is what the person who has that gun wants to do with that gun. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the most common of all the big game rifles in the country. It's not quite as popular as deer's a 30-30, but this is the 30-06, the model of 1906. Now this is the AK-47 round, and this is the round for the 30-06. You can tell I didn't palm that. This is the same cartridge I had. You can tell the difference in what this does. Take a look at the watermelon. Does anyone really believe that the AK-47 7.6239 is more powerful than a common hunting round? You've heard about this MAC-10. It's a nasty-looking gun. It's caliber 9mm Luger, which has been around since about 1904. This gun, because of the extension magazine on it, will shoot 30 rounds without reloading. Ugly gun, but it shoots exactly the same cartridge that this gun does. Real pretty. Browning high power, been around since 1935. It shoots the same 9mm cartridge, has exactly the same power. Now, I can show you, well, I'll shoot the MAC-10. It's harder to control by far than this gun is, but I'll show you what it does on the watermelons. They talk about how many shots you can get off with that MAC-10, 30 shots. I showed you this little Browning. The Browning is 14 shots. You drop a magazine out and you shove another magazine into it, and you've got another round going. You've got the rest of those 30 shots. This is a 12-gauge Browning automatic 5. It's a semi-automatic 5-shot, just like the name implies. This shotgun shell here is a number 4. It's duck load, very commonly used in hunting. Let's see what it does on the watermelon. We didn't fake that. There was no grenade inside that watermelon. The Russians in 1947 or thereabouts designed the 7.62-39 to wound a 170-pound man. This cartridge, the 30-06 or the 300 Weatherby, is designed to kill a deer or a moose that weighs 300 or 1,000 pounds. That is the difference in power. The real power is in the guns that we use for hunting. Am I saying that American citizens shouldn't have hunting guns? Of course not. But what I'm saying is that you have been lied to about the power of these guns. We've seen today what the true effect is of the different cartridges on a similar target. Think about it when they tell you on the tube how terrible this 7.62-39 is.